P Boiz, number one. Out of the number one Legendary Comedy Podcast, big deal.
All right, welcome back to the P Boiz. We're back with another big ep, as we say in the biz. Yeah, your
Pop,
dog, pop,
pop.
Kate,
The episode you've all been waiting for.
Howdy.
special guest Randy. Welcome, Randy.
Woo.
Randy. Welcome to the
Welcome to the P Boiz.
Howdy.
Nice. The P Boiz.
Up yourself just
The
a
famous
fruit.
P
Welcome
Boiz.
with an uppercase O.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, catering by Kate. This episode, catering. Yeah. So what's up, guys?
What's up? I always get excited when I come and I see the Kate's bag.
Yeah, it's a bag of
Snacks.
snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This I think you've outdone yourself today. You know?
Did you get the
With the
apple bake
fruits?
the other day? I took an apple bake. It was Dylan and Gabe's birthday. I had an apple bake at
Oh,
New
Dylan's
last
birthday
week.
too?
Dylan's birthday
Yeah, the
too.
same
Well, no one
birthday.
cares about Dylan.
Oh.
I like
didn't
Happy
wish him a
birthday.
No one cares about Dylan.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Yeah, happy birthday, Dylan.
Whatever.
Well, shit. I gotta buy him a beer.
There you go.
For his
No,
birthday.
you don't, dude.
Yeah, that was
We're
Brandon
calling
Mullins
shots
was
now.
outside, and he when I walked in with the bag, he's like, "Pro tip: anybody who doesn't understand Kate's bag, y'all fucking check it out." Yep.
So shout out to Kate's
Yeah.
bag.
Shout out Kate's
I
bag.
think Kate's
got the
bag
bag.
should
Got the
put
bag.
Kate's bag on the wall. On
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, the Wall of
Draw a
Fame.
picture of it.
Yeah.
Kate's bag.
Probably like just slightly next to and beneath Sam Talent.
Yeah.
I think we should have
Yeah.
Sam Talent holding Kate's bag.
I think we should
Honestly.
rearrange
Draw a
the Hall of
picture.
Fame.
appropriate.
I can
We got to
put a
get rid of
sticky
Drew
note on
Freilich.
it.
We got to get rid of Jeremy.
Yeah.
Who's Drew Flair?
Oh, this is
Freilich?
the Wall of Fame?
He runs
That's
the
the Wall
joke
of
gym
Fame.
in the
I
clean
don't know.
church, Mike. I don't know because Malachi told him he could be on there, so he's just on there
we're
now.
gonna need a
Okay.
very talented
Sam talented.
carpenter to
Sam Talent.
kind of manage
yeah.
that because it's very difficult to take these things down.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
Wasn't Matt McCusker on here?
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
that?
he was. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
he
no,
not on there?
definitely. No, he
No,
was
we
totally
haven't-
Matt
on
we
here.
McCusker,
forgot to-
friend of the pod, Matt McCusker.
We forgot to make him one, but yeah, he was on here.
We just mislabeled it as someone else, so like it's like a surprise. So watch all the
Yeah.
episodes to find him.
Find out which episode Matt
It's
McCusker's
a
on.
secret
Jeremy
episode.
Hansen instead of
Yeah,
It's a
Jeremy
lost
Hansen,
episode.
Matt McCusker. They're very interchangeable.
It's on the
Could easily
Patreon.
confuse them.
The Patreon.
It's on the Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the
Last episode.
Patreon, you might see Matt McCusker.
You might not, but you might.
You might see a lot of things on the
No
Patreon.
promises.
And listen, there's a lot of great content on there. There's truly.
Yeah.
I was talking to Malachi about this the other day.
Tell him how much it is. What a
for
deal.
$5
Come
a
on.
month, you get like 12 exclusive videos that no one else is ever gonna see.
Yeah.
That's,
Crowbar
that's
Jones.
kind of a steal. What?
Shout out Crowbar Jones.
Crowbar,
Yeah.
friend of the
I got
show.
John Crowbar, and he had me sign his mask.
How much
Oh,
money
yeah.
has the Patreon brought in? Like how many subs we got?
Oh, wow. Hard numbers. Here we go, baby.
Yeah, let's not talk about
Let's
that.
talk-
Let's not talk about that.
Love that.
Let me
You
ask
can't-
you, is
hey,
it-
the
is it
accountant came
zero?
in, dude.
No,
The
it's not
account-
zero.
Okay, it's not
He's
zero.
Jewish.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to get down to brass tacks here.
He-
It's
Boiz
enough
accountant.
that
It's not
It's
zero.
enough that like you hear it and you're like, oh wow, like I didn't think, but it's not like life changing.
It's not
I
our
wasn't
garbage
expecting
numbers.
it. I was just happy that it's not zero.
It's not zero.
Okay.
Not zero, baby.
It hasn't
it's
been
not
zero
enough
for
for
a
us to
long
all
time.
Making that money.
I don't think.
It hasn't been zero for a long time. It's gone through
Yeah.
times. It's ebbs and flows of zero and then some, and then like some money and then zero again. But now we're at money.
You can just say five.
We're cooking.
For the price
Hell
of
yeah.
It's been more than five.
Starbucks coffee.
And you said it's 12
Subscribe.
episodes?
Well, no, it's 12 videos a month come out on the Patreon.
Oh, wow.
I think that's what the math
Putting out that
equated
content.
to.
Yeah, sometimes.
So how many are on there, though, for those who might join?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sell them on.
I don't know.
You
how
can't
many,
even count.
Too many.
Yeah, too many.
Countless.
There's a lot of exclusive content.
Think of the con-
What a
money's
value.
Yeah,
Joseph like will bring a camera into the bathroom and just do a piss pod. you know?
yeah.
Oh, you guys
that's
do
why.
piss pods.
That's the true
Yeah.
P Boiz.
Okay,
That's
maybe we
PEE
don't,
boys.
but there might be. Subscribe
Yeah.
to find out.
Okay.
Subscribe to CMIP.
Right.
Yeah,
Piss pod.
Piss pod.
Now you're getting it. That's what it's about.
yeah.
That's a different segment that's going to come later.
Cool. Very cool.
PEE boys.
So I have a topic.
All right, what's your topic?
Oh,
This is
Pope.
fun. I haven't had a topic in a long time.
Pope.
The Pope died.
The Pope, friend of the show.
Friend of the
Now you
Friend
already
of the
sniped
pod.
that.
Yeah.
Pope.
Which
Topic.
pod?
Friend of the pod.
We were trying to get him on.
He is a friend of the pod. He said when I met him, he was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of the."
Yeah,
P
he
Boiz."
was actually. We were supposed to be. He was supposed to be on here.
He was
for an
supposed to be on this episode,
and
yeah.
he
Sadly-
killed himself instead
Sadly,
of
let's
showing
leave
up.
that
tragically
JD
passed.
Hansen
Is that how he died,
probably
for real?
knock off.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
kill
he
him.
died because couldn't handle his
Yeah,
P Boiz
apparently-
episode.
He was so nervous.
He
Yeah.
had
like they didn't get Matt
panic
McCusker.
attack.
No.
The P Boiz gave him pneumonia and put him in the hospital for 38 days, and then he croaked.
Exactly.
Pneumonia.
So Randy, are you going for that Pope position? It's open.
No.
Why not?
High pedophilia rate, right?
Yeah, you can be the change
dude.
you want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean cut it all off?
Yeah, no, just like
be
go
like, hey,
be,
no
be
more
the
of
Pope
this,
and then be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's.
I don't think the popes
What
have
if-
any accusations. I
Excommunicate.
think it was more so the priest that had
But I feel like he has some type of trickle down, run it all type of thing going
Yeah,
on.
I think he has a little bit of authority. I
and
mean,
I'm not trying to be that guy.
as a Jew.
He does have
I'm
authority.
Not sure exactly how it works.
He does
but
have the
you'd-
ultimate authority.
You'd think that the Pope has the ability to be like, hey, enough of this.
Well, yeah, he
Actually,
does
I-
that. But that's what I'm saying is that he wasn't doing the pedophiling.
No. But I think
we
like
know.
Allegedly.
He's aiding and abetting.
yeah, like people come and they go, 300 kids were molested in this place in Italy, and I got to cover it up.
Yeah,
I'm the
just
guy who's got to move them
move 'em
around, and
around.
I don't want to be that
Yeah.
guy.
You just gotta hide him somewhere
You
else.
know what I mean?
Just excommunicate
It's,
them.
it's a dirty.
I don't, but that's what I'm saying. I think when you get into power, you think it's that easy.
no,
We're
you
gonna
just-
cut it all out.
you just kill
And
them.
people are
the
making money on the
mafia.
other
It's like
end.
the mafia.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's
can't just
some
cut
shady
people out
shit.
unless you kill them.
But it's all for the glory of
It's all for
God.
the clicks.
Am I missing the point? Is that what you're saying?
It's all for the clicks, dude.
That's the
what
ultimate
people-
power.
The ultimate power is getting
Yeah.
the clicks on the P Boiz.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
If you became Pope, you could be on every episode.
We can say
That's
we had
true.
the Pope on P
facts.
Boiz
That's what the
before
P
he was
stands
the
for.
Pope.
Pope boys.
The Pope Boys.
There you go.
P
know, here-
Boys.
Here's a proposal, Matt. Why don't you go for it? We could have our first Jewish Catholic Pope.
First Jewish
Interesting.
Pope.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How do I submit an application?
It doesn't
I think you
exactly
just
work
got to
like
diddle
that.
some. Oh,
Wait.
I see what you're saying.
All right.
That's the secret part.
All right.
Because there's
You said
money
the
on the
loud
other
part
end.
quiet
That's what I'm
and quiet
saying.
part
Like, he is the
loud.
Pope. I don't think I got to touch kids, but I'm gonna get like an invoice. Like, yo, these kids have, they're not giving it up anymore. They're telling, and then I'm gonna have to move Saint John.
Jamie, can you check how much money the Catholic Church has paid out for their pedophilia allegations?
There you go.
Jamie.
Jamie, can you give that a goog, please?
There you go.
Yeah.
Mother Saint Teresa had weird feet. Let's talk about them.
What?
Saint Mother Teresa, remember that bitch?
Are you a feet guy?
Hey,
Is that something
don't
you're into?
do-
Like,
don't
you
do
like
that.
feet?
Yeah.
It's something that I'm aware of.
Oh, no, we're all
know
aware.
people
Yeah,
like
yeah.
feet.
I didn't know if you were like,
Yeah.
had like a peculiar.
That's more
Killers.
common than I thought. Like,
I
I,
weird
I didn't know I was
feet
friends
fetish?
with feet guys.
No, feet guys.
Feet fetish.
Somebody
You guys?
just posted. Do you guys follow? Was it Rom Kelly? I think.
I don't know who
Pull
that
up and
is.
laugh.
Yeah, Pull
He's a
Up and
local.
Laugh
He's
is-
got to pull up. It's
yeah.
like a Facebook group where he posts.
Pull
weird
up and laugh?
videos.
You
Okay.
share weird
Yeah,
shit.
he's just weird videos.
Who
it's
is this
kinda
guy?
silly. He's a local Detroit guy.
Okay.
I think
Is he black?
yes.
All right.
All right.
And he just posted a video of this guy driving, and he's got his foot over his lap, and the girl in the passenger seat just starts licking his toes.
Oh, wow.
So if you're into that, shout out Rom Kelly, friend
out
of the
you.
pod.
Yeah.
He's posting toe licking videos. If you're into that stuff,
Is he doing any commentary or is it like original content? Like, are those his toes?
No, he's just
no,
sharing
he's
weird
just
shit.
sharing weird.
TikToks
Yeah.
and shit.
Right, a couple weeks ago, he had a video. I guess it was from Florida. It's like a family driving down the road. You notice?
Yeah.
I noticed later there's a child sitting in the back seat. On top of the car is this chick with a fat ass
Okay.
twerking on top of the car.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then
On top of the car
Very
while he's
Florida.
driving?
Are her feet
Yes.
out?
Very
Was she
Florida.
strapped down? Or
See,
was
you are into that shit.
She was just holding on
She was
to it.
holding
I
on to
didn't.
the
I didn't
luggage
see any
rack.
straps.
Okay.
She was just on there
And they're going fast as hell?
How'd you know it
They're
was
on the
Florida?
freeway.
Fuck.
Where else
because
would that
I think
happen?
something
It's
on the
gotta be
comment. It was like
Florida.
some
Oh, okay.
Florida things are
Yeah.
different in Florida. One of those things.
It's gotta be Florida.
So that was an interesting one. So yeah,
It does
check
sound
out
interesting.
that Facebook group.
All right, check out whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, pull up
Rom-
and laugh.
Ram Kelly.
Rom Kelly.
Nick Kelly.
Well, if you want to know
Rom
how to
Kelly.
spell it, it's like Ram.
Shout out Nick
R.
Kelly,
Kelly
friend of the pod.
has a really good Facebook.
Yeah, check out R. Kelly.
Okay.
R. Kelly.
He's
Robert
got-
Kelly, Bobby
Another
Kelly.
P-boy.
You want to talk
Comedian,
about?
Bobby Kelly,
You want to
comedian.
talk about internet videos?
Yeah, let's talk
P-boy
about
by
it.
default.
Robert Kelly.
He's a P man,
Robert
actually.
Kelly.
He's that loud fat guy.
I
Yeah,
put a Band-Aid on Robert Kelly one time.
Really?
Weird, yeah.
Did you kiss this boo boo?
No, he just
Robert Kelly?
You know what I mean?
R. Kelly?
Yeah, Robert Kelly, not R. Kelly.
Bobby Kelly.
Bobby Kelly.
Yeah.
okay.
The comedian.
The comedian,
All
that
right,
guy.
all right.
Yeah.
He's great. I love him.
I love him.
love
I think he's funny.
He's
He's a doll. I
fantastic.
love him.
Yeah.
He recognized
he's a
me at
goofball.
Skankfest because he knew that I was the broad. That
Why'd you put a Band-Aid on him?
Because his Band-Aid kept falling off on stage at the Indie, and he's like, fuck this thing. And I was like, I have a Band-Aid in my purse, and put a Band-Aid on him.
Shout out Kate's bag.
Yeah.
Nice.
The bag.
You guys all
bad.
described him as the fat guy, by the way.
Yeah, he
I
lost
loved
a
it.
lot of weight, though.
I know. I think he would hate to hear that. I think he would have hated to
lost a
hear.
lot of
No,
weight.
the fat
He
guy.
looks
That
good.
fat motherfucker. Oh, yeah.
That's the one he
Loud,
did.
too.
He did the
Pie.
bang bang with Louis. He was.
He was. No,
I
he was
really
fat.
Enjoyed
Big.
him.
His
as-
last special is like the final fat, so he's trying.
Is it? Yeah.
It's very funny.
He's the bald, loud, fat guy.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of fat.
There's a lot of
comedians.
fat cons.
There is.
But there's not that
What's
many
the name?
fat ones named Robert Kelly. You know.
Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
Ooh, good one. Shots fired.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
What's so funny?
So much
What do
fun.
you think? This is a comedy podcast?
Yeah, dude.
Talk about
It's
serious.
This is redonkulous.
You're freaking get.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't have the soundboard.
We don't say. Yeah. You got rid of your bit. That was your classic bit. You were running for a long time.
Everyone
You
hated
stopped
it.
doing it.
Everyone hated
I
it.
didn't hate it. I liked it.
Well, Matt, you already hated it.
Yeah, but that's
I
Matt
did
Yard.
hate it. Don't do it ever again.
I like the
Hates
tension on the pod.
Actually, Matt was the only one that hated it now that I think of it.
Yeah, I like the tension. I like when.
We have to have an official vote.
Well, I've been charging my phone because I've been trying to be more responsible with
Listen, as the
Be more
CEO of the P
responsible.
Boiz, I think I have executive order.
See,
Let
founder
me say,
and
don't do it
creator
this
of P
episode, but
Boiz.
you get to
P Boiz.
bring it up when you think it's funny.
Founder and
It's never. It's always funny.
It's funny.
It's sometimes funny.
If it's
Yeah,
not
it's not
funny,
I
that
think
makes it
it's
funny.
It's sometimes.
Not funny. That makes it funny.
If Matt's talking about flat Earth and him, I just like play like do 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 do.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Are you a
I
believer?
just tune out.
Who's someone? When do you believe that?
He's not skeptical.
I'm a everything skeptic.
Okay, continue.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well, let's
He's
talk about.
skeptical
Are
about
you saying you're
everything.
skeptical of flat Earth or Earth being round?
Round.
Round Earth.
But if you think of it, if you're
I'm
skeptical
open
of
to the
everything,
idea.
you're skeptical of both of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be triangular.
Right. It could.
up here.
Well, I don't know. I haven't. That's a little ridiculous.
That's a little too far.
Wait, but what
That's
makes you
a
say
little
that? What makes you
retarded.
think that?
That is flat.
Yeah.
Well, it was precipitated originally by an ayahuasca experience.
The famous ayahuasca
Yeah.
trip.
I did ayahuasca and I asked the spirits that I'm not fucking with you right now. It was a real actual experience.
Rest of spirits. What
Talk
shape
to
is the Earth?
That was the first thing I asked. And it said that Earth is flat. So, and I was arguing it. I'm literally arguing with the goddamn spirits. And it's like, it's fucking flat, bro. I'm like, okay. And then I still didn't believe it for the next 2 years. And I've been slowly like, oh, fuck it, maybe it is flat.
Did you see the study they did in Antarctica? They paid maybe three flat earthers to go out there, and they showed that the sun.
I heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch that
Podcaster.
footage because
Okay.
the only reason I say that is because I love conspiracy stuff like Sam Tripoli, Flat Earth. I love all
Yeah,
that. I
okay.
love
All
it, dude.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah. I recorded Sam Tripoli. I met the guy, dude. I like him.
Did you?
Yeah,
Nice guy.
dude. But
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
there's a guy who taught Flat Earth for 10 years who took the opportunity.
Flat Earth 101.
Jaron something?
I forget his name, but he took the opportunity, took the $100,000 trip, and I saw the whole new podcast with him on the, what's it called, Tinfoil Hat Show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was on Greg Carlwood's Higher Side Chat. He was on that, and he's like, yeah, it's round. He's like all the science.
He turned.
See, this is the reason why we know
right?
it's what makes me, because I used to think kind of like you a little bit, but if
You
you
used to think the Earth
accept
was flat?
me,
Yeah.
no, not at all. But I conceded to this, and this is what most people who do believe it think. I can never, with my eye, ever see a round Earth because I can never fly far enough away.
Can't be Katy
Okay.
Perry. Come on.
So in practicality, my experience is flat. All of ours is, right? It has to be. You'll never experience the curve of the Earth. So
Sure.
I'll concede to that.
Fair.
How is he laughing at that? That's such a truth.
He's
It's
just
such
looking at me and
it's
such a
pretty-
factuality.
it's,
Trying to have
He's
a
like, oh,
romantic
that's so
moment.
ridiculous. You'll never.
He
It's a
wants
fair
to experience
statement.
the
Okay,
curve
go
of lemon
on.
six.
The guy no longer will preach that. He 100% believes it because all the math is correct when it's round. See, that's the issue. All the
What's
math,
the math?
like when you Google what time is sunrise, that's based off of a round Earth and all of the how large the Earth has been mapped out and all that. That's what tells you that. When's the sun set? It's off a round Earth. So that's only the thing that kind of leads me to believe that.
Okay.
Why, you're a flat earther too?
No, I just think it's funny.
Oh, you think
He's
it's
been
plausible?
creeping down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's
Creeping on the
more-
I haven't done any independent research outside of just what Matt Yari
Just
has told
the-
me.
That's all the research you need.
That's all the research
That was
I
all the
need.
research you need.
All right, here's my question.
What's your question?
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Question
If the
posed
Earth-
to the table or to
If the
Yari?
Earth is flat, how did Tony Hawk pull off a 900?
That's a fake question.
Son,
If the Earth is flat, how did Tony Hawk pull off a 900?
Yeah,
he defied gravity, dude.
that's he went around so many times.
It's a lot of times.
I think it makes more sense on a
Wasn't he
flat
like
Earth.
40 when he did that?
Because if Earth was moving and he
He can
did
still
his
do it.
900, then he wouldn't have been able to stick the landing because he'd been.
So you think
landing
if it
on
was a round Earth, he should have got a 1080?
1080? What are you talking about?
it's
do you-
another 180.
He's like, I'm trying to make it funny, dude. I'm trying to make it.
I don't get where you're going.
try.
here. Let me-
Yo, all right. So here's some problems though, like that I can concede to as well. Like if you look up the NASA live feed that goes around the planet. If you look in the corner, it will tell you that it's not a video. It's actually just a data rendering. And if you click on that bottom part, it tells you what percentage is just animated by AI, up to 52%. So it's like 38 to 52%. So first off, it's not a video footage at all. They're just getting a data rendering. They're bringing it back. They're putting it together. And then they're adding a little something. I don't like that.
Yeah, why they gotta add a
little
little
sus.
That's
suspicious.
sus.
Yeah, it's definitely some flatness they're hiding.
If we look up, it is a little flatty.
Yeah.
If we look up what the Earth is supposed to look like, it's like it is a round, but if you look at it, it's pear-shaped, right? Like the actual spherical look.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you watch that data feed, it's a perfect ball.
Interesting.
It's a beautiful, perfect spherical ball.
But even the Earth isn't perfectly round.
That's what I was just saying, yeah.
It's not perfectly round.
crazy.
But on video, it is.
Weird.
But if it's flat,
Almost like you
they
can't
think it's
trust
a
him.
disc.
It is an interesting concept.
I don't know.
think
It's
it's
also not
a
something that
pyramid.
I'm particularly preoccupied by.
It's an ugly thing.
More, I don't know, just something to explore. I'm more sympathetic to somebody who is at least open to questioning all these things, even if it's wrong. You know?
I agree, dude.
Where's that?
You got to talk about it. I think it's important to talk about it.
You gotta
But
talk this out, dude.
Talk about
I think
Yeah.
it's important to
gotta talk it out.
like that guy. He used to teach it for 10 years, and then he was like, "Oh, it's fake."
I saw
love that.
I saw, sure,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that exists. You know, but I think the guy you're talking about, I saw his video pop up. The podcast is called Jaronism.
Jaron.
Hey, friend of the show.
Jaron Gordon.
Jaronism.
Yeah.
Too many Jarons out there.
Watch the last time.
So yeah, he was down that rabbit hole and came back, and he was shitting on all the other flat earthers. And
Wait, what is Jaronism? Is
it's
it?
the name of his podcast. I
Oh,
think
really? Is his name Jaron? Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Holy
Jaron
shit!
or
So he was-
Jaron?
Jaron.
Jaren. Jaren.
Okay, Jaron.
Is he black?
Not
No, I think he's
Jaron.
also white.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
also white.
also-
Because the Jaron, the
The
other
other
Jaron's white.
Jaren's also mostly white.
Verified.
Pretty white.
What's this white guy named Jaron for?
What do you mean?
I mean-
he's a now former flat earther. And
Yeah,
he
no,
had
I
a
don't
whole
care about that.
podcast
I'm saying why does he have a name Jaron, but he's white?
As a
Does
white
he
man?
have the
Yeah.
name Jaron? I don't know.
What kind of fucking
Ask his
question?
parents.
Why is your name Joseph and you're okay? Wait,
Are
no,
you
you're
white?
Chaldean.
Wait,
No,
What are you?
I'm Jewish.
Chaldean.
Are you Jewish?
He's
No.
Chaldean. He's Chaldean.
So you're an Arab.
I am Arab. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a dirty sand camel.
So you're Chaldean? Is that what you said?
yeah.
Okay, and those are original Christians, right?
OG.
Of the Iraqi
Yep.
area.
Exactly.
All right, and then you said you're Jewish.
I am.
What kind?
What do you mean? What kind?
Ashkenazi. Are you Sephardic?
Half and half.
Half and half.
Not
My
practical.
mom. There you
Ooh,
go.
Bacon
I'm a little bit everything.
I love that.
My mom was born in Israel, she's half Moroccan, half Kurdish. So I'm actually a quarter Iraqi.
There you go.
Wow.
And then my dad is actually, we just talked about this the last episode.
Wow.
My dad is half Hungarian, half Ukrainian.
Ooh,
But he was born here in Detroit.
interesting. And he's the Ashkenazi side.
He's the Ashkenazi. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Highest IQs of collected populated people.
per
Yeah, but
capita.
that's because of all
Thank
the.
you.
He says allegedly. I love it. I love it.
That's because of all the
According
inbreeding.
to science, which we
I think that
invented.
lowers the IQ.
No, isn't it because
Have
of
you
the
ever seen
inbreeding?
According
to inbreeding.
No.
What the fuck?
No, it's because we're God's chosen
No,
people.
it's because of the
So,
inbreeding.
he gave us the biggest
What
brain.
is it? Like
I don't think
It's like
inbreeding
one-
make you
Why would that make you smarter?
If anything,
Yeah,
it
because
makes you
they're a bunch of
1% of the
fucking
population and they
autists running
hold
around.
60% of the
I
Nobel
don't think that-
prizes.
That just means you remember like stuff.
No. Have you ever
I
seen
lost
the
the plot.
fucking
I
people
lost
in
the plot.
Virginia
That's a good
that are
point.
inbred and they like the one dude can't even talk, he just barks? Have you ever seen that shit?
I have seen that.
Fucking
it's
nightmare.
wild.
Oh, you're
Dude.
talking about the Appalachian?
That shit gives me
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, I've seen
nightmares.
that.
It's
That's
too
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's white
That's what
inbreeding. Jewish inbreeding is
Yeah,
different.
those-
All right.
Jewish
those
inbreeding is cool.
makes
Those are
higher
actually-
power.
Those are Lemon's cousins.
Jewish inbreeding is
Slash
cool.
sibling.
Do you
It makes
would
more
you
of
would
the
you say that
chosen
Ashkenazi Jews are not white people?
Would I say they're not white people?
Because he said, well, he just said a statement that kind of alluded towards Jews not being white.
I said a lot of
Proper
things.
Israelite.
What did I say?
Not white.
You can make. I mean, are Arab people white?
No.
No.
Not
So
Joseph.
my mom's not a white person.
No.
Right? But Ashkenazi Jews, yes, I would definitely say they're white.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think they are.
I mean, most people would certainly recognize it. Black people recognize them as white.
Oh, for sure.
Obviously, right.
Yeah, but
For
outside
sure.
of this country, nobody really cares about like white people.
Black versus
They're
white.
both
Yeah.
worth,
Yeah,
like,
that's
white
Nobody
fair.
cares about white people. No,
No,
one cares
yeah, no
about
one
us.
cares about them. I gotta say, we don't talk about them enough. You know, if you
Yeah.
ask me, people should be talking about it more.
White
They should
people.
put more
I agree.
effort into it.
Sure.
But it's just
We
a
do need more
retarded thing that
attention.
people like in this country distinguish
are
like
obsessed
white
with it.
because like they don't even consider Italians white like outside of this country.
That's
They didn't
fair.
used to,
I
but,
mean,
like,
even when they came
kinda are
here,
now.
they weren't like,
Yeah.
all right, well, you guys are white. No, they're fucking Italians
Well,
and
it's
Irish.
the Irish.
Sicilians are
yeah,
pretty
the
nuts.
Irish
Yeah.
got shit
Yeah.
on a
The
lot.
Sicilians are basically Arab.
Yeah.
They have like African descent.
I hear that's where they get their darkness.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like
The
a
Moorish
small
people,
percentage.
then they
Yeah,
take over the
something
place for
like that.
200
I
years.
think they're-
Moors are-
No, they look more like Middle Eastern.
But the Moorish people are Middle Eastern.
Well, yeah,
too,
it's like
right? I
Egypt.
don't know. It's a
Yeah.
little.
Like
I think
Pangea.
that sounds right.
They end up
Pangea is way early. That's way early. He said Pangea.
Yeah, dude.
Gondwana Lane.
Italy used to be a part of.
He's just
freaking
dropping
Egypt.
names, dude. He's just dropping names.
Nice.
Pangean.
For sure.
All right, on the count of three, everyone name your favorite white. All right, 1, 2, 3. Tupac.
Ranch
Jewish.
dressing.
Sharon, I think.
I choose Jewish because they're the smallest
Oh, I was talking about.
Smallest
with the
penises.
highest amount of
They have
income.
the smallest penis.
That's fine. I don't care about their penises.
Yeah, I
Fuck
didn't
that
know
shit.
about penis.
So
size.
basically, I'm your
guy.
favorite.
Yeah, that makes them less threatening for our girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've never once been worried that my girl's gonna go for a Jewish.
That's funny.
Oh, no.
This is a comedy podcast.
It is a cut.
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding.
All the
This is a
above.
flat Earth podcast.
Yeah, this is turning into a flat
is
Earth
turning
podcast.
into a-
I feel like we've
We had a
consistently
race
brought it up
podcast.
on like every.
I know. I bring
It's
it up,
always
and
been
then
a race
the guest is
podcast.
always
Yeah, that's
baffled.
true.
So what are
Wait,
you?
Wait, you actually believe it?
Me, I'm a mutt.
What does that mean, though? Break it down for us.
Yeah.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. So Russian,
Yeah, okay.
Ukrainian, Scots, Irish, French, German. I mean, it's a lot. It's
Just
a
all the Europe.
All of Europe.
Everybody in
Yeah.
Europe had an orgy, and that's how she came to be.
I have
fully Caucasian.
1/16th Native American, but she didn't speak English, and they don't know what she was. But that was in Missouri somewhere, so I don't know.
I'll never count that piece.
Well, I could be, if I figured out what kind of lineage that was, I could be like Navajo Nation. You only have to be 1/16th. I could be a
there you
card-carrying
go.
member.
But if you
I
get
need
that
to do-
card,
I
then
need
I
to do
You
count
don't
it.
want to
you.
do that,
23andMe.
dude, because then
No,
you're
you
just
do,
gonna.
you do.
You're gonna
I want
like,
my
whine
slice
about
of the pie,
shit,
dude.
You know,
What if I get a slice
you
of
gotta
the
just like
casino?
complain
Could've done
about
some salad
shit.
What if I get some deals on like cigarettes? That would-
It's
What are you
it's
doing,
it gets
Lemon?
better. So I dated a Native American girl, part of the
there
Pokagon
you
band,
go.
Potawatomi Nation,
Yeah.
the
Undercover.
Wajiak.
Okay.
$2,000 a month for her per cap.
yeah.
We wouldn't pay for gas, and they would fill our
Yeah.
whole gas
Dude.
for the winter. They'd give us
wild.
tons of free food. Like
Yeah.
cigarettes were 30% of the cost, so we would buy cartons and go sell them to the white people in town.
Yeah.
It was great.
Great.
I mean, it was not
Where
great.
were you? Up in Alaska or something?
No, Dowagiac. It's
yeah.
it's in Michigan.
Yeah. It looks like doggy-ick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dwagiac.
Lot of
It's got
native
a lot
money.
of
I
weird
was
names.
getting it.
We stole a lot of
they,
land.
they I wish I figured that shit out before I went to college. I could have gone to college for free. It's fucking stupid that we didn't do that.
And
reimburse
their
or
kids
something.
get money.
Yeah, you get
So all her kids had trust fund money. And one of her kids was in prison. And while he was in prison, we stole like $27,000 of his money.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
And he came out and lived with us.
So
he came
There
out
was
while he
two
in
well, if
grand
he had
left.
$27,000 that you didn't steal, he could have bought his own house, dude. Like,
You
what?
can't buy a house
know.
for 27.
Back
I
in
know.
the day? How long ago was this?
It was a down payment.
Let's see. I was
Down
24.
payment,
I'm
but how are you gonna
33.
Make the
Yeah. 11 years ago? Like what? 9 years ago? I don't know.
Blew through it all, dude.
We,
well,
What
I
did you
didn't.
guys
I didn't
spend?
steal
Well,
it.
that's like right when the
I can't say
housing
I
crash
stole
happened.
it. She had
I bought,
access.
I bought my house
I didn't
for
take a thing.
What did they do with that
$45,000.
money? What did,
What did we do?
yeah.
Oh my god, bro. We were
Anything left over?
All
blowing
the
it,
drugs.
partying, getting high as fuck, dude. I had her buy me a new Jeep, dude. So we were making payments on the new Jeep for a while until it got repossessed. I had her buy me 2 new German Shepherds that we bred. That worked well, though. We actually made a great amount of money off of the breeding of the German Shepherds.
You guys made a sex tape with them?
No.
You should have.
Can you talk about the dogs locking up?
Hold up.
Can
So
you
she
tell,
took her
tell them about
brother's-
that?
Her sons.
Her sons. Oh,
This is
yeah.
one of
How
her
old was your
sons.
son?
Yeah, that's
Her son
Robbed
was
him.
22.
You're robbing an adult man.
Yeah. Well,
How old was this broad?
I'm not.
You were 24 with a
I'm
broad
24.
with a
Yeah, his mom.
22-year-old?
Dude, she was like 41.
Yo, getting after it. That's cool.
How did the son have the trust fund?
Thank you for asking. So Native Americans, especially depending on the tribe, right? So Saginaw, Chippewa, Pokagon Band, and this is specifically Pokagon Band, Potawatomi, they get trust funds. All their children from the day they're born start getting money from the casinos, and they get it in quarterly increments. So I'm checking the quarterlies on all the kids, right? And he's in prison. So while he's in prison, she has assumed all legal rights over his trust
Wetting your
fund.
beak.
let
Wetting
it
your
sit.
beak.
So when they turn, this is how it works for the Pokagon Band. When you turn 18, as long as you graduate high school, you get it in 3 installments. You get your first installment of trust fund money, your second, and then by the way, your college is free. This is not tied to your college. This is just money that you get.
Getting money. Yeah. All right.
And then when you're 25, you get your last installment. So he still had one more installment. This was only 27 out of his second installment.
Holy shit.
And his mom just was like, all right, I'm just taking this and buying
Just-
a Jeep for this
I mean, I'm fucking her.
2-year-old boy that I'm fucking.
I was 24.
24 is the size.
big difference,
That
yeah.
makes it much better.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just-
Native Americans are a wild culture. And that's what I was trying to bring up. Like, so this money's all free. So there's this weird thought process with free money. I don't know how to explain it to you, but when people know they're going to get this free money, it doesn't matter if it's $2,000. We got 800 already spent, and it's a weird experience. They don't care about it.
Okay. So it's just
They
like,
didn't have
whatever.
to work for it.
Okay.
They're like, there's no like.
Yeah, dude. These
Yeah,
lazy,
it's not like it's mine.
yeah, these lazy
because we got it
natives.
Free. Okay.
He wasn't even that mad at us. He just got drunk as fuck.
Yeah, alcoholism's a real problem.
Especially in the community.
It's bad.
in the community.
It's bad.
But think if you were a native guy, I wouldn't drink or anything. I would just be getting my per caps,
Yeah.
getting money.
Chewing
That's
the
what you
fuck out of
think.
that money. I'm like, don't you touch that shit, mom.
It would be invested, dog.
Jesus Christ. All right, that's
Great time.
Well, I think
We
if you're
learned
a
some
native,
things.
don't go to jail because your mom's gonna steal all your money.
Don't
apparently.
start drinking.
Sure, that too.
Not great.
Drink responsibly.
Start your own casino.
Hell yeah.
Pool 5 of your
That's where the
cousins
money's
together and
at.
start your own casino.
That's where the
yeah,
money's
that's not a
at.
bad.
You know what I mean? Why don't they ever get away from the tribe?
I don't know.
How do you gotta?
Yeah, we
Have
got to
her
get a
talk to
native on
her.
the phone. On this.
Yeah, we should.
Do they use
Yeah.
phones?
Oh yeah, dude. They're like
Oh, who's the
money.
one dude?
They got millions
You
and
get-
millions of
You
dollars.
should get a hold of
There-
that dude that's at New A, Cody. Cody's the actual Native American.
Oh yeah, I met that guy over the
you know
summer.
that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He's fun.
I don't know who you're talking.
I don't want to talk to
Cody.
that guy.
I don't
He's a
know.
nice boy. I like Cody.
Yo, I saw you perform at the Shabbat. Do you remember?
Oh, you were there.
I was there.
Okay.
It was you. No, my
Jewish?
Jewish friend. My Jewish
Shabbat?
friend got me the gig.
Shabbat.
Because I live in West Bloomfield. I grew up in West Bloomfield.
Why aren't you Jewish?
Wait, which Jewish?
Because I don't know. I'm Dominican. I'm not Jewish.
Denounce Judaism.
What? Why would I do that when I'm not Jewish?
He can't.
No,
do
yeah,
that
denounce
in this
it.
room.
I'm not denouncing it. I love them. I think they're
You're
cool.
Jewish.
Lemon, shut up. How'd you end up at the show?
Fucking my friend Josh. Josh, no, his
There's a lot of
father,
those.
Pinson? Is that how I'm saying his name
Pinson?
right? Pinson, yeah, I guess.
Dad is the rabbi, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
yeah.
So Josh got me in there.
Interesting.
That was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did Jews know how to party?
Melanie
Yeah.
was on that show. Melanie
Here's the thing, yo.
Here's the thing.
You guys got a lot of little secret parties going on, huh? Little fun Jew parties, huh?
all
yeah.
the time. Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm
what
not
being
I'm
Jewish
not
is.
saying it's bad. I'm saying it's good.
Wait, I've never been invited.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen,
Yeah,
this was like a
exactly.
little secret Halloween.
No
Tell them,
goy.
where
It was
was
in
I
the-
at? This
It
isn't
was
just
in the
comedy.
tunnels. It was in the
It's
tunnels
'cause
under
lemons
Manhattan.
aren't kosher. That's,
There you
I'm
go.
kosher as fuck, dude.
Aren't kosher.
Is that what was going on in the tunnels?
No.
That was the
Boy.
reason I couldn't come to the
Yeah, I know.
that one show.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same
I
one.
remember.
Right. So
No,
they
I'm
had-
saying is that why they had the tunnels under
yeah,
Manhattan?
It was,
They were
a
doing
comedy
shows.
show.
He's like,
underground
talk about
comedy.
it.
Yeah.
Talk about.
Talk about it. Dude, crazy. But what is it?
What is what? That
What was
holiday?
that thing? Yeah.
It's just a Jewish holiday.
Yeah, how many of you guys
called-
got? And like that one was cool, right?
We have a lot of holidays. It's like
Let's rank them.
rank them.
Was that a
Rank the
tall
Jewish
boy or a
holiday.
low
yeah.
boy?
What just
What do you mean as far as like importance?
Is Rankum like
It's
a holiday?
more. It's one of the more fun ones.
What's
it's
the-
probably it's arguably the most fun one.
What's the big?
Because Matt Yari
everybody's-
gets to perform comedy.
because I get to
Hanukkah's not
perform.
even like the biggest deal. It's what.
Yeah, Hanukkah's not the Hanukkah only became a bigger
Right.
deal because
well,
of
that's
Christmas.
Americanized. Yeah.
Purim it's only one day.
right.
We read this story about how this guy tried to kill all the Jews, and then there was this
Wait,
Jewish
which one?
chick-
Because there's been a few of them.
Hitler?
His name was Haman.
Haman.
There's theories within the Jewish community that Hitler is actually a
The second
descendant
coming. Oh, it
Really?
of this guy, but this was like 1,000, 2,000 years or whatever.
Wow.
In like Persia. So,
Okay.
Hey,
so this
friend
guy
of the
named
pod.
Haman
Persian?
wants to kill all the Jews.
Or Haman.
Haman, and he is like he's the king's like second in command.
I like to suck it when it blasts off. I have a napkin. Leave me alone.
So Haman is like the king's right hand man.
Okay.
And he wants to kill all the Jews, and he's telling the king all this stuff, and then, but the king is banging this Jewish chick,
All right.
Esther,
Okay.
Esther.
and Esther's like, "Don't you kill all those fucking Jews?"
I'm a Jew, right?
Yeah,
Was she a
basically.
sleeper agent or what was it?
Hey, literal
I don't
sleeper
remember all
agent.
the-
That's
Yo,
what
they
I
said
mean,
Esther was
dog.
like, what were they saying there? I remember she was saying it there, that blonde Shiksa Jew girl. She was saying that
Shiksa.
Esther was like,
A shiksa goddess. Why?
I don't know,
This
bro.
guy
He's
knows
or,
the word.
a feminist or something?
What?
What?
Was she a
Yeah,
feminist?
it might have
Talk
been
to
a
me.
bit. I don't know.
Yeah, what,
I've
is
never
she a
heard that
feminist or
before.
something?
Okay.
Religious Jews are not going to call her a feminist.
All right.
I'm sure maybe a Jewish comic chick feminist might call her a feminist, but you know,
Was there a
these texts
feminist
are all
Jewish
up for
comic chick?
interpretation.
Yeah, dude.
There's a couple
just-
of
just-
them.
just-
Sarah
a few.
Silverman.
Who was there?
There's a couple of
She wasn't the only one from the local scene. Was Melanie Hearn?
Oh, okay.
Mel's
The
Jewish.
Jew girl is from Brooklyn, right?
I think so. I don't remember.
Hottie.
Or
Super
maybe
hot.
Chicago.
Fire.
She was.
Hit me up if you see this girl.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, hey.
I don't remember her name, but she was this beautiful Jewish girl, and she was a comic, bro.
Sarah Silverman.
No, at
Was
the
she stabbed,
Shabbat.
Oh.
At this party thing.
Lemon Sack, what are you? Let's get to you now.
Oh, I'm Polish as fuck, dude.
You're Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hitler went after my people too, but they don't talk about that.
Yeah.
So-
they need to make a movie about that.
to Warsaw, we promise.
So you're just Polish. So you're not Jewish?
So I know, right? Yeah.
I didn't say that, but that's funny.
both of my parents are Polish, but like one of them has like some Czechoslovakian too. Not Czech Republic and Slovakia. Czechoslovakia, dude.
There you go.
Dude,
Gotta differentiate.
take it easy. Watch.
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just super Polish. I'm not smart.
Right.
I have a big cock and a big nose.
There you go.
Nice. Now, are you like Hamtramck Polish? Like, is that where you're born and raised type? Aren't they
No,
from there? No.
I'm white trash.
Nice.
There you
Okay.
East Point and Roseville, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did you see that giant fire going on in Roseville today?
Nope.
Looks fun. Shelter in place. Don't go outside in Roseville.
Really?
There's a chemical fire
The
happening.
fuck? There was just like a shooting there.
Dude,
Like,
Oh, it's live there. I think a lot of
Build-up.
life is happening there.
Apparently.
You know what I mean? Things are.
you think it'd be the city of
alive.
roses and beauty.
Now let's go back to the Chaldean because I find this very interesting. So Chaldeans,
Whoa,
right?
whoa, slow down.
All right.
No. Oh,
yeah, we can
So-
go into
What
it.
language the fuck is
You gotta
that?
ask him.
Chaldeans.
Ask
Yeah, let's hear it.
Do you kind of feel like they relate with being white or some type of white thing? And are they,
what are they?
more caucus in originality? Like I notice a lot of blue eyes. I notice a lot of blonde hair. I notice a lot of, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to them and compared to like
They/them.
the Muslim,
Muzzies.
compared to like all the Hamtramck people. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm wrong.
Hamtramck people, the Muzzies. No, they're Yemeni in Hamtramck. There's a lot of like Yemen and like brown Muslims out there, like Pakistanis. Chaldeans, yeah, they're lighter.
Chaldeans are
We'll take it to Dearborn.
What-
I think they're more white than Dearborn. Or I don't want to speak, but I want to ask you, how do you feel?
How do I feel about it?
What do Chaldeans identify as? That's a good question because
They identify as Middle Eastern, not Arab, but not white.
Right.
They just say Middle Eastern or just
they
Chaldean.
also think they're like a little black.
Well, yeah, they say they're allowed to say the N word, so they can get away with saying the N word.
Well, you're Chaldean, so
So I should say it right now.
you just keep saying they. Say we.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't identify as Chaldean, dude.
You don't?
I identify as a P boy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
This is a new
This is true commitment.
That would have been a great.
Chaldeans
ethnicity.
are like
Cut
an
to an ad.
interesting. They're like a little bit black, a little Jersey Shore.
Oh, a lot of that. A lot of
I do
that.
like Italian.
Yeah.
What else?
What else are
A
there?
little Middle Eastern,
A little
obviously.
bit, yeah, with
They
the
like wearing
hookahs and all
chains.
that, the chains. Yep.
Somebody's got it tucked into his shirt.
They got like 100-year history in Detroit,
Yeah.
and this is the
less
second
than
largest
that.
popular.
Less than that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how long have
Yeah, it's been like since the
Population
60s.
Chaldeans,
transit.
though.
The reason that like I've heard that there's a lot in Detroit is because like the cheapest flight from Iraq to America is to Detroit.
Well, that's not nice. That's not a nice thing to say.
Well, like
It's very rude.
I don't know if that's true though. You know?
it makes sense.
You're like, I heard because it's the most dirt cheap way to get here.
I heard
that's
a
why they're
racist
here,
told
dude.
me a
they're
fag.
they're trying to fucking
made
escape
up fag.
being persecuted. They're not gonna wait.
Are they
Yeah, I
being
don't know if
persecuted
that's
there?
true.
Is that happening?
In Iraq?
Yeah.
It's always been happening.
Yeah, I know. So, but
Yeah.
you know what the Taliban
Chaldeans are always
is,
getting
so.
fucked up on
Yeah, dude.
what does that look like over there, though?
It looks like
you know what I mean.
blowing
I've
shit
never
up.
been. I don't know. I stick
Sharia
to
law.
They're not big fans of the Catholics and the Christianity over there.
Yeah. Or
Like a little shove,
Judaism.
or maybe like a little rock, or like set you on fire.
No, they blow shit up and they.
Oh, they'll just blow you up.
They like rape people and all that. Yeah.
Okay, they
Have you
throw the
heard
rape
of-
on there. Grape, if you will.
Have you heard of 9/11?
Yeah.
That was a funny thing. Unrelated though.
Oh, yeah.
Had
It was
nothing to do with
inside
it.
job.
9/11 was a very funny thing.
Yeah.
Inside
Dude,
job.
I hear so many things about 9/11. Have you heard of? I mean, so we hear like the main story, right? And then I also hear the dancing Israeli part. I've heard that
Yeah.
before. I don't
I've
know.
only
that.
heard that more recently. But
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Swear to God.
I don't know.
I wasn't there.
all I know is that 3 buildings fell down from 2 airplanes, and that's a little sus.
That is.
Just saying.
That is very sus. You guys have side convos a lot.
I think you guys should
big part of the
investigate
pod.
Talking shit.
311.
What's
Kate said the N word.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Cliff gave me a pass for Women's History Month.
See how she doesn't
I
deny
didn't
it.
even use it yet. I'm gonna roll it over to next
Women
year.
have a History Month now?
Yeah, sometimes.
Everybody, actually, technically, April
Which
is Arab
month is
History
it?
Month.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah,
Since when?
it is. A couple of years ago. I don't know.
But you don't consider yourself an Arab, right?
No, I'm not Arab.
When are
you
straight
literally are.
white men gonna get a month?
Yeah, dude.
Chaldeans
honestly.
are Arabs, though, right?
No.
Why not?
Arab.
I think they are Arab.
Iraq is like for sure
They're not Muslim, obviously.
Arabic.
No, because
Oh, of course
they
not.
don't speak
They're
Arabic.
Middle Eastern.
Yes, you do. Your language is Aramaic.
Yeah, but not Arabic.
It's not Arab.
But I think Arab comes from the Aramaic language.
It does.
Yeah.
So keep talking, bro. What's up?
Whoa.
Aramaics before
I feel like I'm
that.
being like accused of something. Right?
Are you being persecuted
Yeah.
on your own show? Dude?
Yeah, what the fuck is going
It's
on here? But I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's talk about something else. All right, let's talk
Aramaic
get
comes
Paul Elia
before
on.
that.
about. Yeah, let's get Paul Elia
Paul.
back on. He did something recently. He was
What'd he do?
he performed for the colleges. They have what's called CASA, which is the Chaldean American Student Association or whatever.
Whoa.
And he performed at that, and then they were holding up the Chaldean flag, but he had the Assyrian flag like a mini one that he was holding up on his phone. Ooh. And I was like, if you guys want to like book some Chaldeans who are appreciative of being Chaldean,
No,
Time out.
why didn't they call you first?
He performed for the Chaldean America. He didn't lecture them.
He probably
He's
did.
Muslim.
Was it a
Where's
joke? Was he doing it like a
where's
fuck
he
you
from?
joke?
It was kind of
he
like
had
a
a
fuck
thing.
you. He has this whole
Assyrian.
thing that,
Assyrian.
He's been on the pod.
Okay.
yeah.
And he had gotten
that's
a,
different,
like an
though.
argument. I wasn't there for that episode with
Yeah.
Joseph because
It wasn't so much an argument as he was explaining to me that I should consider myself Assyrian, not Chaldean.
Why?
And I was like, I don't really give a shit, dude. Like,
You aren't religious. Are you religious?
Is
I'm
Assyrian
religious.
religion?
No, it has
Not
nothing to
like
do with
that.
religion.
Or no, I mean Assyrian. Like, why does he want you to consider yourself that?
Go watch the Paul Elia episode to find out why. No, his whole thing is just that because I don't really know, and I don't really
like-
care. It's a whole thing about like going back that the church separated, and there's the Assyrian church and the
Yeah.
Chaldean church, and I don't really give a shit. My
Your
whole life
parents
I've
don't
been
associate with
Chaldean.
that. Yeah, if your
Yeah,
parents raised
and-
you the way they raised you, like
Yeah, but his thing is that all Chaldeans are actually Assyrian, and that there is no such thing as Chaldean. We should just call ourselves Assyrian.
That sounds like the mean thing to say.
And my thing is,
If I
just,
don't even know
who
anything.
cares?
Why?
We live in
Yeah.
America.
Sounds mean.
I don't
if
speak
you
the
were
language.
born in America, you don't speak that.
I,
You aren't,
like-
going back there all the
Yeah.
time. It's not the home country for you.
It doesn't really matter.
You're American.
Not to mention, Iraq wasn't even created until like
What year?
not even 100 years ago.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. This is
It's
what I want
similar
to know.
to
So
the-
it's like, who
the
cares?
Israel
So,
shit. It's
right.
the
Iraq
Israel
isn't
shit.
even a real
It's the
place.
same
30s
thing,
or
they just
40s
make
or
up.
30s. Yeah. After World
Yeah.
War One, it was created. So
Yeah.
Iraq's not even a real place, and we're worried about if we're Assyrian or Chaldean.
Right.
Like, who cares,
But
dude?
that's like me when he
I
asked
love
me what
that.
I am, and I'm like Ukrainian and Russian. Well, what timeline did it hit?
Yeah,
that,
that's the thing.
What line was
So
it?
wait, which side of
across-
the war have
yeah,
you been on for
exactly.
the
Yeah.
last couple of years? Do you
And
have
which
a
line was
preference?
my great grandfather born on, and what year was it? Because Russia's fucking shit up a lot. And am I Ukrainian or am I Russian? I don't
Yes.
fucking know. They don't fucking know. Same shit.
Yeah.
You make Iraq 100 years ago.
Bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
But yeah, my
Less than
thing with
100 years
the
ago.
Paul Elia performing at the Chaldean Association,
Gesundheit. I maybe should have said
they
that
should
to a
start
Jewish
booking
person.
actual Chaldean comedians, not Assyrian comedians.
Sure.
Dang, dude. I like that.
Thanks
Yeah.
for your help.
I like that.
What do you
Shots
think?
fired, baby.
And he-
Yeah.
Wow. I like that guy though, Paul Leah. I actually
Yeah, he's
I
a
recorded
nice
him.
guy.
I think he's really
I
pretty
met him
cool. But
before
I like how
I
you
knew
are
who
right
he
now.
was,
dude.
and he was
dude.
nice.
Like I
to
like
me.
how you're
Shots.
standing on business.
Yeah, exactly.
He was
I saw
nice
Paul
to me
Elia
before
cry
I knew
once.
who he was.
Really?
Yeah, he,
been at New
he
Way a
bombed at the
bunch.
New Way, and he was like,
Yeah.
Is that new?
What
he
happened?
wasn't crying. He was tearing up.
Was he?
What? Don't
What was
talk
going
shit.
wrong? What was going on?
He just didn't have a good
Professional comedian.
Oh,
doesn't
after
cry.
the bad set.
Yeah, it was at the New Way though. I like literally, I didn't know
New
who he
Way
was. I didn't know he was a
is
big deal.
always
I
a
was
bad
like
set.
consoling him. I was like, dude, it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Like, it's
who
the
he
thought it
New
was
Way.
his
You can't
first
expect
time.
anything. Well, I'd seen him before. I was like, well, Paulie must like this guy. That's why he gets so much time. And yeah, like he was like, his eyes were watery.
Oh my god.
It might have been the cocaine or something. I don't know.
Oh, does he do cocaine as well?
Let's not.
Does he do cocaine?
I
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say.
Can we
We're
Yeah.
not. We don't like to. Dude.
Why
we
you
can't talk
always
about
dropping
vodka.
aliens?
Yeah, what
I don't have-
Do you do
It's
cocaine?
a lot of aliens.
I'll just ask him.
Call him.
Yeah, let's not call
I
some
just,
alleys.
I want him
Jamie,
to call
get him on
us
the
out so we can get.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
we
He
can get a
did
bump.
call me out on a different podcast.
What did he say?
Ned Rice was doing cocaine.
Yeah, Ned Rice, friend of the show, big cokehead.
Have
I
That was
love
back
Ned.
in the day, though.
Ned's the
Doesn't
man.
count.
Yeah.
Such a.
It only
gem
works
in the
like
scene.
7
Ned
years in the
was my
past,
uncle.
right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I don't
love
know.
Ned's a doll. He's
I picture him doing cocaine. That's so funny to me.
if you're in a writer's room, you have to.
Well,
do
I mean, when he
cocaine.
was writing for all these shows, it's like,
Yeah.
well, you know, that's
Yeah,
when in Rome.
it's better than why
that
Matt
was
was doing
before
it.
fentanyl.
Who, me?
You
Yeah.
didn't get, you didn't
Why
have
was
to
I
worry
doing
back
I don't
then.
know.
I was
It was cool.
doing it for- I was trying to be cool.
Yeah.
You didn't have to
why.
worry.
All right. Hex got the shades on.
Okay.
So you're Dominican. Were your parents from there, and then you were born here? How'd that work out?
No, my mom's from Southwest Detroit. My dad, he's
All right.
from fucking Indiana.
Oh,
Yep. And then they met
Dominican?
in college. No, my dad's white,
yeah. I was
German.
gonna ask.
Dad's
Your dad's white.
Dominican
white.
Mom.
What?
And in
White.
relation to
How
David
dark's
Ortiz.
your mom?
Dark.
All right. So you
Dark.
came out. Yeah. You're a sleeper agent. That's
Yeah.
how that works.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
And they met at Notre
Yeah.
Dame.
Oh wow.
That's as white as it gets.
That's pretty white.
Pretty
Yeah,
fucking
like
white.
literally the mascot is just a white guy.
Very white. Yeah.
Any relation to David Ortiz as a Dominican?
No.
No, I thought he fucked everyone. Okay.
Not Nick Cannon, dude. What the fuck?
Why did he get quiet?
Why not?
That was a weird question to ask, Lemon.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I think of
That's on
Dominican,
you,
I
dude.
think of David Ortiz. Shout out David Ortiz, friend of the
Friend
pod.
of the show,
Oh, all
apparently.
right. We should have a friend of the show list too.
That's a Hall of Fame.
Why is ranch on the enemies list? I fuck with ranch.
I don't know.
yeah.
Jared
Yeah.
decided
Yeah.
that.
Well, you eat
You
ranch.
didn't watch the last episode?
Yeah, you got to
Fucking-
tune in, dude.
Why is he on the enemies list? I just done that.
Yeah, because he.
I
Fucked
just
up,
recorded
dude.
this guy.
Because he fucked up, dude.
Was he supposed to be on the episode?
flaked
He was
out
supposed to be on the
last
Yeah,
episode,
minute.
and then
Really?
they get
Yeah.
Jerron and Brandon.
Oh.
Brandon and Jerome.
Hey, he was
Brandon
really
and
funny though.
Jerron.
Just to be.
I don't know. He's an enemy of the pod.
Enemy
I mean,
Jerron.
I mean,
If he,
So it
yeah,
would've been a
okay,
good episode.
maybe he
Actually,
should have
I'm
shown
not
up
gonna-
then.
If he, you
Yeah.
He set a
an
special
open
time.
Maybe
and
Alex
everything.
Flynn. Maybe if you
And
would have
he
shown
did.
up,
If you
you would
wanna-
be a friend of the pod.
You should show up.
Be
if
on
you
the
agree to
fucking
show up.
wall of
Yeah,
fame,
exactly.
dude.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
You
That's
see
not cool.
where you could be.
yeah, dude. He's missing out.
Now you fucked up. What do you?
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, Alec Flynn.
Yeah.
He's kind of a Matt Rife guy. Kind of a Matt Rifey guy.
Eh.
I don't think
Really?
you'd like me to say that.
Paul Elia and Matt Rife are boys.
The
They're
broad,
best
Are they?
friends. Yeah.
yeah.
broad's getting damp over Matt Rife is really fucking weird.
You're not really?
Dude, it's so
Fuck,
annoying.
no.
Girls ask me
That
all the
dude
time,
looks-
like, do you like Matt Rife? I'm like, no, I don't
He
want to
looks
fuck
like
Matt
plastic.
Rife.
I don't fucking get it.
wow. I always say yes when they ask me. I go, totally,
That was
girl.
when
Yeah,
we
he's
were
totally
at-
sick, dude. Yeah.
We were at House of Comedy for Josh Adam Myers.
Yeah.
You remember when? And it was the same weekend as Matt Rife.
Yeah.
We're standing outside talking to Josh, and everybody's leaving Matt Rife, and it's a bunch of fucking dumb bitches leaving with
Yeah.
like $75 Matt Rife hoodies on. And he's like, how much did you guys pay for those hoodies? They're like $75. Oh my god, I'm getting damp over Matt Rife. I'm like, you're fucking dumbass. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
What a marketing
Bitches
genius.
are fucking.
He just goes, hey, what do you do for a living?
Oh my god.
I respect
You
it.
could look
Arenas,
like,
dude.
look like a plastic Ken doll, and
Yeah, that-
bitches
exactly.
get damp and pay you $75 for a fucking hoodie.
I
And then
respect
get
it.
mad when most of your audience is females.
Right.
Why
And
did
he
he get
makes one
mad?
domestic violence joke, and
Yeah.
then
Aw,
all
and
the
then he's
libs
canceled.
are, no,
That
it's not
poor
canceled.
guy.
Yeah, he's not
Libs
canceled,
are
but
calling out like men for supporting him. It's like, he doesn't have any male fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 90% of his fans are dumb bitches, dude.
yeah.
a lot of
But that's the
ladies.
thing
Well,
is
did you
he
see
wants
his,
men
like-
to be his fans.
Do you see his like tour poster? It was like him like flexing his abs. Like that's how I found out about him. Was like all my fucking friends on all the female friends on Facebook were
Not
just
me,
fucking
dog.
being like interested in Matt Rife tour. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Is he a
I went
singer?
and saw Josh Adam Myers.
Hilarious.
All right, yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to get abs.
Are you really?
Have you guys ever seen Martin Armani?
Have you seen who?
Martin Armani. He's Matt Rife's opener.
No.
okay.
Nope.
Oh my
Never.
God.
Does he
I
have
wouldn't have
abs?
seen his opener because I don't give a fuck about seeing him.
Dude, this guy, well,
What was he like?
I love. So first off, I love gimmicky comedy. I have no problem with it. It doesn't make me feel sad about myself. Oh, I like something that's stickish. No, I don't care. It's funny. I understand that it's not deep, and I understand that it's surface level funny. Anyways, moving past
Who
that.
cares? It's
Yeah.
got his place.
Martin
haters.
Armani, half his act is just a dating game.
Oh, yeah.
He just pulls up four ladies, one guy,
Oh, that's funny.
and the crowd goes wild, dude.
Interesting. It's different,
works.
you know.
It works every time. He sold out 4 shows in a row, sold out the whole weekend, top tier of his check. I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just
Is there like a shtick to the dating show, or what? I mean,
the dating show is just a dating show, baby. It's kind of like this, all right? So I pull up 4. I can do guys or girls. Let me pull 4. I pull 4 guys, right? I say you, and you. They all stand there, right? And people go, woo!
okay.
And then you pull one beautiful lady from the crowd. And then you have her. And then all he does is he brings a guy over. He's like, hey, what's up, Chichi? Hey, what's up, Chichi? How you doing, Chichi? Hey. And everyone goes, ah. And he goes, now, Chichi, let me ask you. If you could go out with this girl, right? If you go out with this beautiful girl, where would you take her?
He's code switching. What's happening?
That's what he does. That's how he talks. Martin Armani is
The
like,
fuck?
he's Latino as fuck. So he goes, so where would you take her, bro? And then the guy goes, if it was me, I guess I'd take her to Andiamos. And that's it, dude. And people in the crowd know, they're like, oh, that's not, or, oh. 38 minutes.
I'm like,
38 minutes on the clock, dude. Show me that check, 10 grand, baby.
Say, like, I guess if you get your fucking check that way, that's cool, whatever.
How'd they react to the Andiamos?
They liked it.
They like the Andiamos.
Andiamos is,
Loved it.
it's
You
a
gotta
very
drop
nice
a
place.
local Detroit reference when you're gonna do anything,
Yeah.
and then people lose their shit.
I'd take her to a metal show at the Sanctuary.
See, it's stuff like that, and people go, ooh, and he's just killing
I'll
time.
take it a hobble.
Killing time. No work. No material, baby.
He
Time,
doesn't have
time,
any
time, time,
material at all. He just the first thing he does is start pulling people up. Or
No.
he doesn't.
No.
Does he have an
He does. He
intro
does.
opening?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
I'm because this is a comedy show. I'm
38 minutes,
focusing on
I
his
think.
flaws. Don't get me wrong. I truly did appreciate Martin Armani. The first half of his thing. So his whole thing is that he's half Chaldean and half Mexican, and that's like his whole shtick. So he talks about growing up in Brooklyn,
Joseph's baby.
and he'd be like, you know, I'd play basketball with the black guys, and they'd be like, shoot the J, and he'd be like, I can't even remember. He'd be like, praise Allah, which is really funny to me because he's not even Muslim. He's Chaldean. So like, it's all like that. He does 30 minutes of what he wrote, and it's funny or whatever. But the banger, like what people come from,
Closing
or
it
there
out.
for,
Yeah.
is just for him to do a dating.
Bottom half.
Closes it with that. Okay.
So funny. So this other guy tried to do it that rolls with him, right? This guy is half Mexican and then half Albanian or something. I forget his name.
Oh, no, that's not a good mix.
But he's at the Detroit House of Comedy and he tried to not steal it. He said it's his, right? But what he does, he starts pulling people up. He pulls up a hot girl. He pulls up a middle of the road girl.
I know it's in Detroit though. How hot is this?
She's pretty hot.
Broad.
They hot.
He pulls up a very big girl. I'm not gonna say she's not good looking, but she's a big girl.
Big.
There's an option.
I'm saying minimum 270, right?
All right.
Now the guy is like an Adonis Italian dude who owns a CrossFit gym.
What? Paul Pepitone?
He's on some Adonis shit. And I don't know exactly what he says, but he's just trying to go for the super hot girl. It's one hot girl.
Yeah.
Like they look like they were casted for each other. He says some diss to the fat girl. The big girl, the large girl, whatever. The big girl. The juicy, luscious girl.
Sure.
And then the whole audience is like, ooh. And he didn't even notice that she got this. And he keeps asking stuff. And she's like, well, I wouldn't go out with you anyways because you're stupid or something like. And the crowd's like, whoa. And he has to cut the whole thing short. He has to say, all right, everybody just get off the stage. So it was so funny to see it all crumble.
Interesting.
Yeah, when you're bringing random
fucked it
audience
up.
members, it can be chaos.
It's a whole different kind of crowd work.
Yeah.
It was great stuff.
Yeah, it's when you make the crowd do the work.
Yeah.
I loved it. Have you guys been to the new Comedy Bar Detroit?
No, I keep seeing
which
stuff
one?
pop up.
It's called the Comedy Bar Detroit.
Downstairs, comedy bar.
I was like,
It's
go
a new
on.
comedy room.
Yeah.
That's it. What, Sam Hyde was just there?
Yes.
Trying to think. There's been a
Sam
bunch of
Tripoli?
names that
That's
I
where
don't know.
recorded.
Sam
He was there?
Tripoli was just there.
By the way, great guy.
He's nice.
Sam is?
I met
Sam
him at-
Tripoli, he was so
He's very
cool.
Very, very nice.
Sometimes I meet these people and they're not cool.
No.
And they're like a fake thing. Like it's just an act, you know?
Yeah.
He's just the guy on the podcast.
Name some names.
Name some names of the ones that are
Yeah.
fake.
Who
I'll
else
name
do
a
we
few.
have
I
in
don't
the
even
enemies
care.
list?
Let's do it.
What's her name?
Who's been a royal
man.
pain in
Sarah
the ass
Silverman.
at House of Comedy?
I'm trying to think. Okay, I like him, but other people did not. David Lucas.
Oh yeah, no,
I've heard a lot of people don't.
Yeah, I've heard a lot.
Can't imagine.
About David Lucas. I didn't really have a problem. So like David Lucas like ordered like a pretty expensive bottle of liquor and like you have to put out specifically what you want on the rider. And if you get something off the rider, then we have to charge it out of your check because you're now costing money or like someone's got to take it out, but it's not coming out of the rider bill, right?
Right.
Gets the crown, doesn't even drink it. Now to
It's
me,
just
I don't
like a
really
flex
care,
to
but
get it. Yeah, but that kind of shit's stupid. Like,
That's
I
the little
want
stuff.
1,000 green M&Ms in a glass jar. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're just pushing it.
Yeah, but that was actually an interesting story about that.
There was a thing.
Which band?
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that?
yeah. Because
That
it was
a
making sure they
band-
paid
It
attention.
was Van Halen. I
Yeah,
think.
because if they
Yes.
didn't do that, then you knew they fucked shit up and it'd be dangerous. That like the pyrotechnics would be fucked up or something would be dangerous.
That's not
They would put weird shit in the rider specifically to make sure that things were.
Amanda Seals.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know her. She was one of our headliners. Hated. So there was a huge protest against her, I guess, because she's anti-Semitic. So I remember I was walking
Who
into
is
work.
it?
Hey.
But I was walking into work and there was these LCD trucks circling the Detroit House of Comedy,
Oh boy.
showing says Amanda Seals hates Jews.
Yo.
And then it's like,
What did she actually say that got this?
she was anti-Semitic. I'm not gonna lie. So I worked that show. I worked on shows. So first off, she
she
sold
say?
out. She sold out.
Okay.
I wonder what the crowd looked like.
Yeah.
The crowd was
Bunch of
Arab
people.
people and black people.
Shocking.
It was Dearborn and black.
Yeah.
So she sold out. So listen, because like
What is she?
her name is, she's a woman. Amanda Seals.
White
She's
bitch.
Oh, I'm
White
sorry.
dude.
I'm sorry.
You know what? She's a white bitch or what?
She's half white, half black, but her stepmother is Arab.
Okay.
I think I don't know, some type of Arab. But so this is what because at first, like, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and actually, I like when people are like,
Controversial.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
So like I was waiting for it, I want to hear the good Jew jokes. And this is what she said. She was like, so all my young brothers in the audience, instead of shooting each other every single day, why not shoot a Zionist?
Yeah.
And everyone and listen, not a laugh. Everyone goes, yeah. I was like, oh shit, this is bad. I was like, oh, you really are fucking. I was like, oh shit.
That's a
I
wrap.
was like, I got like, when like you can tell when someone says something stupid feeling, like I got the tingles down like my face. I was like, ugh. She was bad. So she had, what's it called? GA seating. Then she had preferred seating, which costs extra money. Then she had VIP.
Annoying.
And then what she did is that she posted VIP to look like the preferred. So everyone who bought preferred thought they had VIP, and then you had
The
to
VIP
actually
of
spend
meet and greet.
75.
Oh
yes.
my God. That's
yes.
so fucking stupid.
And then
I
she
hate
said,
when
we
comics do
did that.
shit.
Then she said, we did it.
Yeah, so she can make the extra money and fuck you guys.
That seems
over.
awfully Jewy.
So funny.
There you go, Lemon.
What?
Oh my God.
It was a good bit.
Who was one of my favorite? David, or what's his name? He's part of the problem. What's his name? He's on Legion of Skanks.
Smith?
Yeah,
David Smith.
Yeah.
That
Dave
was one of my
Smith is Legion of
favorite
Skanks.
dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is such
He
a
seems
nice guy.
cool. Yeah, he
And
seems
Jew.
really cool and he's chill. He's a Jew.
We had to have like double security for that guy because of like his controversy. Same thing with
Well,
Shields,
his
though, by the way.
podcast, Yeah.
Shields had those black guys with the bow ties.
Ooh, the Farrakhan.
She had the Farrakhan's.
Oh boy.
Wow.
No laughs, just this.
Better go Farrakhan
Look
5 on
out.
these motherfuckers.
Whoa.
To me, he's one of the nicest guys I've met there so far. And then Uncle Laser, too. Real ass dude. Like, bought a bunch of footage,
Joe
talked to me on the
Friend
phone.
of the show.
Good guy.
Enemy of the show.
Joe,
Oh, is he enemy show?
Joe hates him.
Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
see him.
enemy.
on
Joe-
there.
Joe couldn't. No, he's not on the list.
Well, no, I couldn't.
I think he
I
seems
couldn't.
like a cool
Joe-
dude.
I didn't.
Joe couldn't confront him.
I know. I didn't want to confront him because I was rude.
Why'd you want to confront him?
But you said you
I
would.
didn't want to confront him.
You said you would tell him to his face.
I said
that
I would
you
tell
hate
him to his face. I don't think he's funny, and then I had the opportunity to do that.
And
And
he
What do you
did
think? He was
not.
gonna walk off and be like, "Do you think I'm funny, sir?"
And he's like, no, I do not.
Because that's a rude thing to do.
No, you
To a
should
guy
have
that I
got.
don't
You
know.
should have got in line.
Why would you?
There wasn't a line. He was just hanging out.
I thought people like
No.
lined up to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that like hyperbolically. Like people were like not physically lining up to talk to him, but everybody was just sucking his dick because he's like a big deal to them.
People were.
Figuratively, though.
You
So
should
you
have
had an
sucked his
opportunity, is what you said.
Yes.
There were probably
you
a couple
decided to keep it
broads
in?
that literally.
Well, I didn't talk to him at all. I didn't go over and talk to him at all because I don't think he's funny,
Yoink.
and I didn't see a reason to go talk to someone if I have no interest in them.
No, that's a valid thing.
Yeah.
So who do you think is funny? Like, what are you, like a Cam Davis kind of guy, or what do you like?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a Kill Tony guy. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my
I
God,
don't like
Cam
anyone.
Patterson.
Yeah, sorry, I messed
Cam
up. Cam
Patterson's
Patterson.
fucking.
Yeah,
Cam
yeah.
Patterson is not funny. funny.
You don't like
Joe
him?
doesn't like black people.
I got to see
That's
No
what it
him.
is.
blacks. No blacks. Number one.
Uncle Laser.
Number
black
one.
I
guy.
got to see
No
him
black.
at
Uncle Laser,
Gotham.
black
He
guy.
did a
Black
drop
guy for
in.
sure.
He's fucking hilarious.
No, because Cam Patterson doesn't have any jokes.
He has zero
He's
jokes.
funny
Yeah,
though.
like his whole appeal
Just
is
his
being a
stories
black
are
guy.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
No,
whole
he
shtick
just
is
does
I'm a black guy
voice.
doing stuff.
It's just not
Tony's
funny.
like,
Yeah.
Bro,
What does
No,
he
he's
do?
funny.
I don't even.
I personally hate him. I think
He
he
just
is
does
the most
stories about his life.
unfunny
Yeah.
comedian out there right now.
Yeah.
he seems like he'd be fun to hang out with.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought he was
Oh
really
yeah.
Seems like a nice guy.
But should he have a microphone?
It's the worst. Like he's just like every bit is like I went with a bunch of white people to a wine tasting for the first time, and everyone goes ah. That's how it starts for him, and he's like, hey, let me tell you what these white people doing. Let me tell you what they were doing over there to the left side. I hate it, bro.
Shut up, white bitch.
Okay.
He called me a
got
nice
black
white lady.
You can't-
I like him.
Have you guys seen the guy from Kill Tony who can't talk?
Which
Oh,
one?
Aaron Bellow.
Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron.
We had
very
that
funny.
guy?
Yeah, that guy was funny. Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel. That's rough stuff in real life.
Yeah.
Is it just like a lot of silence and waiting for him to type?
He does an hour. It's an hour.
Ooh.
And
does
this,
crowd
da,
work.
da, da. Yeah, sure.
That's like kind of wild.
In real life, dude, I don't know. For me, I made it through one, and then I had to put the headphones in because that's tough. Have you seen him? He uses his cell phone.
Yeah, he's mute.
What does he do with the cell phone?
He's mute, so he types his jokes into the cell
He
phone
had,
like,
cerebral
"Hello,
palsy or
everybody."
something.
Oh, that sounds
He
miserable.
can't speak. No, he's funny on Kill Tony. I've never watched him do an hour, but
So that's the thing. Every
Funny, yeah.
when it's a minute, it's very funny. I agree.
But
we got to see him.
I can.
No, he
understand
did
that.
like 6-7 minutes. I saw him at Madison Square Garden when he was on that, but he was funny. I don't know. I guess an hour would be long, but
He's a likable dude.
That was rough.
Cam, I got to see Cam. He did a drop in at fucking Gotham, and I thought he was hysterical. Though I liked him.
Yeah, but you're his
I've heard
target
that,
demo.
Like, his live
Are you his
shows are
target
actually a lot
demo?
of
White
fun.
women?
Yeah, you're his target demo.
Oh yeah.
White women who know black people.
Hell yeah, dude.
So like this reminds me of the one guy I went to school
Yeah.
with.
I think he's undeniably
Hey, we
entertaining.
had like 5 black kids at my
He's
school.
entertaining.
I think that's
but not
undeniable.
funny.
He's
He should
funny.
be a
I
fucking.
think he's
We have no
hype man.
jokes.
Just, do you know
That's
how
the
like
thing.
certain people are
Do you need
funny
jokes
just
to be funny?
speaking though that they're funny?
Jokes to be funny.
I
don't
don't need bits. I need
think
like
you do.
Not
people who are
necessarily, but
telling
you
their
gotta-
life experience to me are funny.
I think that you guys as comedians, right, as your stand-up
Right.
comedians, you find it less skilled. I would assume, right? But how can you say it's like? Isn't it funny? Like O'Doyle rules when they slip on the banana, they all die. You know what I mean? There was no joke in that moment,
Sure.
but there was like a life story of the O'Doyles, and you learned about them, you hated them, and then they died. How do you? I mean,
Yeah.
and I really am curious because like that bothers me too. He has literally no
About
joke.
Cam Patterson specifically. It's 6:53.
I'm supposed to hear that.
Sorry.
No, keep going.
Anyways, with Cam Patterson specifically, it's not that I mean, it's partially that he has no material and he does stand up because it's. I don't think that just going on stage and like talking qualifies stand up, but also I don't think he's funny because just he just like says regular things and it feels a bit like blaxploitation where he's just like doing
Yeah.
it in a black way and that
But
makes
he's a
it
black
funny.
guy.
But he's
just
black.
did
He's a
Texas
black
being
guy.
black.
You're exploiting.
Yeah,
your
he's just
own
being
culture.
his black self, you know.
It's
I
like,
don't
it's
know.
like King
That's
Batch, like when he makes these vines where it'll be like, oh, black guy eating watermelon. It's like, oh, here's a
I
ghetto
don't
black
know.
guy.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's just
I don't know how I feel about that, but that's like saying, you know, Miss Pat is one of my favorite comics ever. She's fucking hysterical, and just watching her on podcast, she's not even doing material, and she's just talking. She's fucking
sure. I'm not saying it's not
Yeah,
funny.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say-
saying it's not
Okay.
funny to me.
Cam goes
You
up
know,
there and
yeah,
podcast.
Yeah,
See, that's one of
essentially,
those,
yeah.
like-
he just goes up and just like
He's just talking.
talks
and it's
his like
funny.
lived
Yeah.
experiences.
But he has certain bits. I've heard him repeat stuff, so I know he has bits. But it's like,
Yeah, he has stories.
I don't know. It's everybody's different view on what they think.
Yeah, I also not like into story comedians
Yeah.
either. So
Yeah.
I mean, even if you are telling stories, you still need punchlines. There needs to be funny
Yeah,
parts of the story.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just fucking talking about your day.
Right.
That's why I don't do any fucking stories.
Yeah.
Stories are tough. I hear that a lot from people who are like, "Oh, I want to try stand
I've
up.
had
I
a
think I'm
couple
gonna tell
people-
stories." I'm like,
So
"You
this guy at
don't
work,
Yeah.
okay, you got to get to know Mark.
That's the hardest
he's
thing to do.
A
quiet
lot
guy.
of people when they start, they just tell stories and
No,
they
I
just
never
tell like
did
funny
that.
stories, and I'm just like, it's,
It's not funny.
Yeah, it's not
it might be
funny.
funny telling it to your friends in the
Yeah.
living room,
Plus, especially you need
but it
like
doesn't work on stage.
you know, how often do you have a 7 or 10 minute set to get into a story and get to a point?
yeah.
That doesn't happen when you're a new comic. So it's just one of those
Or
things of like,
whenever people tell me like, "Oh, I want to try stand up, but I don't have enough stories," and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even
It's
tell
not
stories.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I
Telling
was like
you
held
stories.
back by it, and then I found out what one-liners were.
Talk about your penis
I love it.
or vagina.
Yeah.
I
Or
talk
what
about
about
my
Casey
penis all
Rocket?
the time.
I'm not a big fan of Casey Rocket either.
He's
I don't know.
very entertaining.
That's a gimmicky thing.
He's
that,
an
like,
enigma.
I go back and forth on him. That's back.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I couldn't watch him.
I get why people like him, but I wouldn't go pay to see him headline. That's
Right.
the same. Like,
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, he just says random things and
Yeah,
moves
well,
around. It's not really.
I love this.
Like, you took too much Adderall. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
Oh, he's
funny.
like completely sober.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
But I
he
just
like
don't-
used to abuse drugs.
No, but I
think
just
that's how he
don't get
became
it.
that way.
I don't understand like
Yeah.
what.
I think that's why it's funny.
I know
it's
that's
just
just why people think it's
nonsense.
funny, but it's just like it doesn't
Yeah.
lead to anything.
Exactly. But that's why I couldn't get
It could
invested
be-
in it. But
I
like,
Yeah.
see when people like comedy like that, that it's like it really isn't anything or any point to it, that it's just weird or whatever the fuck. I get when people like that, but that's
I like when he
not-
does the things where like he'll
Yeah.
pull out like a folder and it'll
I
have
when
like
he has
pictures in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Grimace.
I
that.
think that's funny.
So you like his
Yeah.
prop comedy?
yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting. I
It was
love
better.
it. I love
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
I think he's so funny, and like his act. I think his act is only. I think he got it to 42 minutes this year, but his act is all about relapsing. So it really does have a full premise.
Yeah.
He's telling a story from start to finish about what his perfect relapse would look like. And like crack rocks falling from the sky and God divinely putting it into his pipe. And there'd be thousands of people. Like it really is like, but in clips, it looks like he's just saying random stuff every time.
Yeah.
So that's kinda why-
annoying that the TikTok shit and that it's like you see someone crushing for 30 seconds to a minute and then they need to do 45 minutes or an hour and they don't fucking
don't
have
got
that. They're just scrambling and making shit up. So it's like it's annoying when you know, like I know, you know, a bunch of real comedians that really have that much material.
Yeah.
And then someone's selling out a weekend because they're fucking crushing on TikTok. It's like, it's annoying. I don't know. I don't like that. I'll never pay to go see somebody like that.
That's the game now.
how do we feel about YouTubers that do stand-up comedy? They got famous on YouTube.
Are you
and they're
including
like,
us?
I'm going to start.
Which one?
Give me an example.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know. I don't know any of them. I just know
Trevor
if they do
Wallace.
it.
Present
I don't like that
company.
guy.
I saw
Is he
Trevor
the guy with
Wallace.
the mullet.
No,
I don't know.
That's Uncle Lake.
He's just a tall white guy.
I saw him in real life. He's not tall.
Does he have a mustache?
Oh, he's not tall.
He is not
No,
tall.
He's not
Sir.
a mustache.
He is a short Jewish guy, and I saw him over at the Fox. He sold 1,874 seats out of
In the
2,000.
Fox?
Yeah, I looked it up. I think it's 2,500. I might be off, but
Ouch.
I love him. I think he's so good. I think he's fantastic. He has zero mainstream credits. So everything he sold off of his
I
little
never seen him.
reels that he does online.
I know the
Both,
name.
none of you know him, right?
I know that.
Oh my God, he's so good.
Heard him.
Yeah.
And a Jewish guy. Love it.
Look at that.
Friend of the show. No, I was never a fan of
Finally, a
him. I
Jewish
remember
Sold.
because he started to
Finally, a
like
Jewish
pop up
comedian.
during the pandemic because he was
Something
doing these
new.
like little sketches where he would do little characters, and I never found any of those funny.
Was he on SNL or something?
He's
No,
known he's from TikTok.
He's just does
the
TikTok.
name
Fully from
sounds
TikTok.
familiar, but I don't know what he is.
I love him.
Nope.
Fantastic. So what he does is his skits. He does skits, and it's just like it's the most simple thing ever. But why it's genius on a marketing aspect is because he uses SEO to his advantage. So he'll be like, "Life as a Celsius guy," and he'll show what the most stereotypical Celsius drinker is to the max. So he's like, "I'm a guy in Celsius." I don't know. I'm not going to redo it, but
Milk.
picture everything you can think of that's stereotypical. Or I'm a DoorDash guy. But when you choose those topics, your SEO is millions. Millions of people are constantly typing in DoorDash, 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 DoorDash. And he's riding that marketing wave for free. The guy's a
Yeah,
genius.
he's smart about what people are Googling and doing shit with. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do more DoorDash talk.
Yeah, let's talk about DoorDash.
I'm a DoorDasher.
Yeah.
That's what I do full time. Then
Full time.
I get like 55, 58 hours a week of
How many
DoorDash.
dashes are you missing by being here?
Oh, that's fine. That's why the dash is the best.
Tip.
Oh, Lemon, you got to go.
Lemon.
It's
that?
it's 7 o'clock, so it's 7 o'clock, and we got to shoot Kate's show.
Got to dash out the door. I know. I'm
Do you guys
waiting.
want to plug anything?
What do we got? When is this dropping?
Thursday?
Thursday. He's gonna be in Toledo right now. Are you in Toledo on Thursday?
No, man.
Friday, I'm gonna be in Windsor
Oh.
on Punching Down with Dave Squeaky Wheels. That one's at Windsor Comedy
Oh,
Club.
Dave's back?
Yeah, Dave's back.
Okay, he was here for a
I'm
while.
on a
Which Dave?
show.
Dave
Squeaky
Squeaky
Can I do
Wheels.
my plugs and then
Yeah.
bounce?
Punching Down. Yeah, plug your plugs.
Fucking Saturday, April 26th, Canton Brew Works. That's going to be a thing. May
Steve
3rd.
Rossi. Your good friend Steve Rossi.
May 3rd, Wixom Roast Battle. I don't fucking know. Ride a bicycle there.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, we have no idea what's
And
going
then
on.
also Lucan's show that I keep forgetting. Watch the last
Lucan.
episode I was on for whatever
Lucan.
that clothing store is. Do you remember? I don't
Former
remember.
vintage.
May 16th. I only have the date. I do not have the location. May 24th, Caseville. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye, Lemon Sack.
Drive safe. No. Well,
Yara, do you want to plug anything?
do what you
Nope.
want.
No. Randy, do you want to plug anything?
Randy Savagery. Look me up anywhere. All platforms,
Randy
anywhere.
Savagery.
Randy Savagery.
Yeah. I got nothing. Yeah, that's been it for the P Boiz. Thank you for tuning in and watching and subscribe and all that. We'll see you soon.
Pop, pop.
Big peace.
Pow, pow, pow.
Out of the #1 Mexican Comedy Podcast, Big Neil.